While the main attack was focused on the Eastern Front, India also faced a big threat from Pakistan on its western border. Pakistani military strategy was based on the belief that the defense of the East lay in the West. They planned to launch a major attack on the Western Front to capture Indian territory and use it as a bargaining chip to force India to the negotiating table. Therefore, the main objective of the Indian army in the West was defensive. They had to defend the border, thwart any Pakistani attack, and prevent them from gaining any significant territorial advantage. This was a very important part of the overall plan to ensure that the operations on the Eastern Front could proceed without any major disruption. The war in the West was fierce and bloody, fought in the vast desert of Rajasthan, the fertile plains of Punjab, and the rugged mountains of Kashmir. One of the most famous battles was the Battle of Longowala. Here, a small group of only 120 Indian soldiers of the Punjab Regiment, with the support of the Indian Air Force, faced a massive Pakistani armored attack. Under the leadership of Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri, Indian soldiers held their ground all night despite heavy odds. At dawn, Hunter fighter jets arrived from Jaisalmer Air Base and destroyed the Pakistani tank column. This was a remarkable victory, truly, an excellent example of courage and effective coordination between ground troops and the Air Force. Another important battle took place in the Shakagar Bulge, a strategically important area in the Punjab sector. This was where Pakistan was expected to launch its main attack. The Indian army foiled this move by launching its own attack in the Bulge. This led to some of the largest tank battles fought after World War II. Thousands of soldiers and hundreds of tanks clashed in this fierce struggle of might and strategy. Although Indian forces gained some territorial advantages, the main objective was to stop the Pakistani Army's strike corps and prevent them from launching a major attack. They were completely successful in this, neutralizing Pakistan's main offensive capability on the Western Front. The Indian Navy also played a significant role in the West. In a daring operation named Operation Trident, Indian missile boats launched a surprise attack on Karachi harbor on the night of December 4th and 5th. They sank a Pakistani destroyer, a minesweeper, and an ammunition ship and set fire to the port's oil storage tanks. This attack was so successful and daring that it was repeated a few days later in Operation Python. These attacks crippled the Pakistani Navy and had a devastating psychological impact on them. The Western Front, though secondary to the main effort on the Eastern Front, was a theater of courage and strategic importance, which ensured that India's path to victory remained safe and unobstructed. The 1971 victory was perhaps India's finest hour. In just 13 days, the Indian armed forces achieved a decisive and overwhelming victory, which resulted in the creation of a new nation. The war fundamentally changed the geopolitical landscape of South Asia. It broke the two-nation theory, the idea that Hindus and Muslims could not live together and needed separate nations, which was Pakistan's founding principle. The liberation of Bangladesh, a Muslim-majority nation separating from another Muslim state due to cultural and political oppression, proves that shared religion was not enough to hold a nation together. Identity, culture, and language were equally, if not more powerful forces. For India, this victory was a huge boost to its national confidence and international standing. It established India as the undisputed dominant power in the region. This war was a triumph of India's political will, diplomatic skill, and military prowess. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was hailed as a national heroine, her decisive leadership praised both at home and abroad. The Indian Army, which had suffered a setback in the 1962 war with China, regained its honor and proved its ability to plan and execute a complex three-service operation with remarkable efficiency and speed. This victory silenced many of India's critics and ushered in a new era of self-confidence for the nation. For the people of Bangladesh, this war was their war of liberation, their Mukti Judo. India's intervention was crucial, but the foundation of their independence was built on the sacrifices of millions of their own people who fought and laid down their lives for their freedom. This war forged a lasting bond of friendship between India and Bangladesh, a relationship rooted in shared history, culture, and blood spilled for a common cause. The birth of Bangladesh was a testament to the will of the people and their unwavering desire to maintain their unique cultural and linguistic identity against all odds. It was a victory for the principle of self-determination. The 1971 war stands as a unique event in modern history. It is one of the few instances where a country went to war not for territorial gain, but on humanitarian grounds, to stop a genocide and help a neighboring people achieve their independence. It was a just war in the true sense of the word. Its legacy is a powerful reminder that military power can be a force for good when guided by moral clarity and righteous purpose. The story of 1971 is not just a story of military strategy and battlefield heroes. It is the epic tale of the birth of a nation, a testament to human courage in the face of atrocity, and a defining moment in India's journey as a nation.